Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are doing good. I'm Kashmala Ashraf and today we are going to talk about the lecture 3 of technical and business writing. The topic of today's lecture is office correspondence. In office correspondence, we will read about how to write a memo, minutes of meeting and electronic mail. So, let's start with the introduction of this topic. In modern organization, communication is one of the most important aspects of daily operations. Businesses, companies and institutions depend on clear and effective communication so that they could coordinate tasks, share information and make decisions. In professional environments, communication is usually carried out through office correspondence, which refers to the formal exchange of information within or between organizations. In the field of technical and business writing, office correspondence plays a crucial role because it helps professionals communicate ideas, instructions and information in a clear, precise and organized manner. Good office correspondence improves workplace efficiency, reduces misunderstandings and ensures that the important information is properly documented. Among the many forms of office correspondence, three of the main commonly used forms are memo, minutes of the meeting and electronic mails, which we often call as emails. Each of these forms serves a specific purpose and follows particular format and style. Understanding how to write these documents correctly is an essential skill for students and professionals in business, administration and technical field. So, in this lecture, I will explain the purpose, structure, language and writing techniques used to write these office correspondences, which are memo, minutes of the meetings and email or electronic mail in the context of technical and business writing. So, office correspondence is in technical and business writing. Office correspondence refers to written communication used within organizations or between organizations. It is different from casual communication because it requires professional language, clarity and accuracy. In business and technical settings, written communication is important for several reasons. First, it provides a permanent record of information. Written documentation can be stored, reviewed and referred to in the future. Second, it helps ensure the instructions and decisions are communicated clearly. Third, it supports accountability and transparency, especially when dealing with organizational decisions. So, in technical and business writing, it emphasizes clarity, conciseness and organization. Writers must present information in a way that is very easy to understand and free from unnecessary complexities. This principle applies to all forms of office correspondence, including memos, minutes of meeting and email. So, you can also guess that we are again going to talk about clarity, conciseness and accuracy. Let's first talk about the memo. Memo is commonly used as, it is a short form message used for communication within an organization. It typically used to share information, announce your policies, give instructions or provide updates to employees. Memos are usually sent between departments, managers or staff members. Unlike formal letters, memos are internal documents, meaning they are primarily used inside an organization rather than for communication with external audiences. So, let's talk about the purpose of your memo. The main purpose of memo is to communicate information quickly and clearly. Memo may be used for various purposes such as announcing new company policies, informing employees about meetings or events, providing instruction for your project, reporting brief information to supervisors, requesting information from colleagues, because memos are intended for internal communication and they are generally very short and direct. The structure of memos are, it is a typical memo follows standard format that helps readers quickly understand the message. The main parts of this office correspondence are as follows. First of all, you will write the heading. Headings contain basic information. It usually includes two, which will the person or department receiving the memo. From the sender, it will include the date that is written, subject, a brief description of the topic. This information allows readers to identify the purpose and origin of memo immediately. Opening paragraph. The next part is the opening paragraph. It will explain the purpose of the memo. It should clearly state why the memo is being written. For example, the writer may explain a policy change, or inform employees about an upcoming event. Then the next part is main body. The main body provides a detailed information related to memo. This section may include explanations, instructions, or background information. Writer should organize the information logically and use short paragraphs for clarity. Clarity is very important so that the organization and employees can understand your memo easily. Now, another part is closing. The closing section may summarize the message or provide further instructions. In some cases, the writer may invite readers to contact them for additional information. Now, let's talk about its language and style. In technical and business writing, memos should be written in a clear, concise, and professional style. The language used should be direct and straightforward, free from unnecessary details, easy to understand. Writers should avoid overly complicated sentences and technical jargon unless it is necessary for the topic. The goal of this form of document is to communicate message quickly and effectively. So, you must make it as concise, as clear, as direct as possible. Another important feature is objectivity. Your personal information or personal opinions and emotional language should be avoided. Instead, writers should focus on the factual information only. Now, let's talk about the other office correspondence, which is minutes of meeting. Another important form of office correspondence is minutes of meeting. Meeting minutes are written records of discussion, decisions, and actions that make people during a meeting. In organizations, meetings are often held to discuss projects, solve problems, or make decisions. Recording the minutes of a meeting ensures that information discussed during the meeting is accurately documented. Meeting minutes are important because they serve as an official record that participants can review later. They also help to ensure that everyone understands the decisions made during the meeting. So, let's talk about the purpose of minutes of meeting. Why we need to write minutes of meeting? One of the main purposes is, or some of the main purposes are, to document the discussions and decision made during a meeting, to record important information for future references, to inform people who were not present at the meeting, to track tasks and responsibilities assigned during the meeting. Minutes of meeting help organization maintain transparency and accountability. So, let's move towards the structure of minutes of meeting. How can we write meeting minutes? Usually it forward or follow a structured format. The main elements include the following. First of all, meeting detail. At the beginning of this document, basic information about the meeting is provided, and the basic information includes date of the meeting, time of the meeting, location of the meeting, name of the meeting chairperson. This information helps to identify when and where meeting took place. So, all of these points are very important. Secondly, we are going to write the attendance. The section lists the names of the participants who attended the meeting. It may also include the name of the individuals who were absent. Recording attendances help organization keep track of participation. Now, the next part is agenda items. The most meeting follows a specific agenda. Meeting minutes usually record discussions according to the agenda items. Each agenda item may include a summary of the discussion, decision made during the discussion, actions assigned to the specific individuals. Okay, now let's move forward the decisions and action part. One of the most important of the minutes meeting is to record the discussion and action points. This section identifies tasks that participants must complete after the meeting. For example, a project manager may be assigned to prepare a report or schedule another meeting. Now, let's move towards the closing information. The minutes may conclude with the time the meeting ended and the date of the next meeting, if applicable, of course. Now, another important part that you need to know is the writing style for meeting of minutes. The meeting minutes should be written in a clear and objective style. The purpose of the minutes to record information accurately, not to provide personal information. Writers should use simple and concise sentences, neutral and factual languages, and clear headings and bullets should be included when necessary. Meeting minutes are usually written in past tense as the meeting has already been done because they describe events that had already happened. It is also important to summarize discussion rather than recording every word spoken during the meeting. The focus should be on important points, decisions and actions. Electronic mail or email as we know it commonly is one of the most widely used form of communication in modern organization. Email allows people to send messages quickly and efficiently through digital network. In business and technical environment, emails are used for various purposes. Some of the purposes I am going to share are sharing information, communicating with your colleagues and clients, sending documents and reports, scheduling meeting, providing instruction or updates to your organization or your colleagues, because email is a fast communication and convenient form of communicating. It has become an essential tool in your professional communication. So, since it is very important, let's move towards the structure of a professional email. Not all emails are equal. Although emails are less formal than traditional letters, professional emails still follow a structured format. The main part of email include a subject line. It is very important that the subject line briefly describes the purpose of your email. A clear subject line helps the recipient understand the message quickly. For example, the project update, meeting reminder, request for information, a vague subject line such as hello or important should be avoided. Now, the second part of email is greeting. Professional emails usually begin with a polite greeting. For example, Dear Mr. Ahmed, Dear team, or you can also say Hello Dr. Khan. The greeting should match the level of formality required in the workplace. Now let's move towards the body of the email. The body contains the main message. It should clearly explain the purpose of email, must provide the necessary details. The writer should organize information in short paragraphs or bullet points for readability. Now, let's talk about the closing part of an email. The closing section may include a polite ending and the sender's name. For example, professional email must include best regards, sincerely, or thank you. These terminologies, it can also include the sender's name as well. Position and the contact information may also be included. So, all of these office correspondences were very important. So, let's talk about the language and tone in email communication. Professional emails should maintain a polite and respectful tone. Even though emails are less formal than letters, but they should follow a professional standards, as you are writing for your business communication, not just informal world. Writing should avoid slang and informal expressions. It must not use excessive abbreviations, emotional or aggressive language. Clear and concise language helps ensure the message is understood quickly. Another important aspect of email communication is brevity. What is brevity? Email should communicate the necessary information without unnecessary details. The action to avoid unnecessary information is your brevity. Importance of clarity and professionalism in office correspondences. In technical and business writing, clarity is essential. Office correspondence should communicate information in a way that is easy to understand and free from ambiguity. Professional communication also reflects the image of organization. Well-written documents demonstrate competence and professionalism, while poorly written correspondence may create confusion and misunderstanding. So, writers must always review the documents carefully before sending them to the organization or other peer review. So that you can avoid mistakes, I am going to tell some common mistakes that often people do in office correspondence. Some of them are writing messages that are too long or unclear, using informal or inappropriate language, failing to organize information, logically ignoring proper formatting and structure. Avoiding these mistakes helps to improve the quality and effectiveness of written communication. So, now let's move towards the conclusion section. To sum up, office correspondence is a vital part of your communication in professional environment. In technical and business writing, documents such as memo, minutes of meeting and electronic emails help organizations share information, record decisions and coordinate actively. Each type of document serves a different purpose. As I have already mentioned in this lecture, memos are used for internal communication within an organization. Meetings of minutes required or provide an official document of discussion and decision during meeting, while electronic mail enables fast and efficient communication between individuals and different departments. To write these effective office correspondence, writers must focus on the clarity, conciseness and organization so that they can be professional. By following these appropriate formats and using clear language, professionals can ensure that the messages are easily understood and properly documented. So that was all from my side today. I hope we will meet again. Allah Hafiz students.